William, hopefully your favorite videographer. We are here at the Dallas Area Rapid Transit Board meeting, the agency known as DART to Dallas, Texas residents. As a service to the Dallas community, we plan to cover DART board meetings from gavel to gavel. Public comments are required to keep DART board aware of issues close to the ridership that they may not get through other resources.
Good afternoon. It's 6:30 p.m. today, March 22nd, and we will begin our Dallas Area Rapid Transit Board of Directors meeting. And the first item on the agenda is the minutes from our March 8th meeting. Do we have any corrections? Okay, if I can get a motion to accept these as written?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
No corrections, so the minutes will stand as moved. The next item on the agenda is the CAC report on the March 17, 2016 meeting. Was Ms. Silver? Okay. Mr. Brady, thank you.
My apologies, Madam Chair. Mr. Johnson was in the hall a while ago, so I assumed that he would be here to give you the report. The CEC met on March the 17th, and our guest speaker was Travis Kelly, the Vice President of External Affairs with the Texas Central Railway Partners, and he gave us a very good presentation on the high-speed rail project. And the overview presented all of the points of the project which were included, and the construction start and ending date, some budget and cost analysis, and the economic impact for local and regional workforce, the staffing numbers, and before and after construction. And he emphasized that that was a real capacity thing for the strength of the project. He included the routes that would have one stop with the Bryan Collins Station area and continue on to Houston. After his presentation, the CAC members discussed other concerns from various members, which always include amenities and the IT issues that have been a concern since we had the hacking problem. Specifically on that, we had some occasions or reports of the LED signs not giving the expected arrival times in the manner that they used to. And some of our riders have gotten quite accustomed to that feature. So the hope was that that could be corrected as soon as possible. And we also got some brief information about the meetings planned for the 2040 scheduling and planning, and all of the COA audit that's taking place. And Mr. Mishak gave us some helpful answers and feedback for the committee's involvement for those meetings in the days ahead. We certainly do welcome any of you to any of our meetings on the third Thursday of the month. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Brady. The next item on the agenda, public comments. And public comments will be allowed at the beginning of each DART board meeting for a total of 30 minutes, and again at the end of the meeting when the 30-minute period does not accommodate all persons who have signed up to speak. Individuals who have addressed the board in the past 30 days will be recognized to speak during the public comment period at the end of the meeting. During the public comment period, board members may not interact with speakers or other board members by asking questions or offering their own comments. Members of the public are reminded that their behavior during DART board meetings is governed by the DART Board Code of Conduct for Citizens, News Media, and Visitors. Personal attacks, impertinent or slanderous remarks, and boisterous conduct will not be allowed. Each speaker will have 3 minutes to address the board. The green light on the podium will indicate when you can begin speaking. The yellow light indicates that you have 1 minute remaining, and the red light indicates that your time has expired. Our first speaker this evening is Reverend Harold Johnson. Reverend Johnson.
Good evening, Mr. Thomas and DART board members. Like I said, thank you for allowing me to speak this evening. I'd like to say that I am Reverend Harold Johnson, the Vice Chairman of DART CAC, and I am very proud to be representing South Dallas appointee of Ms. Wilkes. And I want to say that the CAC tonight, I'd like to give them their kudos. The first African-American to serve as a officer for the CAC. And I really want to thank Mr. Brady and Ms. Phyllis and the whole CAC board for letting me, elected me to serve DART. And we've come a long ways, and I want to thank them for allowing me to be an officer once I've been with the CAC about 2 years now. And I really want to thank our group of people. They're doing a great job, and they do it unselfishly for the bus drivers that get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, the people that sweep the streets for DART, the trash man, the mailman, the DART IT. They go above and beyond their call of duty as the citizens to do their CAC positions. And I just wanted to take this time out to thank them and also thank DART for being such a great organization, and very proud to be a part of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Johnson, and we appreciate your work, and we definitely appreciate the work of the CAC. Thank you very much. Our next speaker this evening is Richard P. Sheridan.
Good evening. I appreciate being here. Technical difficulty. Happy Easter. I'm here to speak about bus driver and train conductor issues and extending the train's weekend hours. There are some really discourteous drivers out there, and I will say in the minority, some bad apples, and some are racist. If a passenger says hello to a driver, should he or she say hello back? Does DART have a periodic program, a motivational program for its drivers to remind them to act like human beings? I think most human beings would greet each other. Am I asking for too much, or people are asking for too much? If someone greets me no matter what color, I will always greet them back. 2, braking and cowgirl drivers. Maybe DART should install some seat belts in all the buses. When some drivers make those fast, sharp turns, we could sure use them at times. I know sometimes I gotta plant my legs because I know make that turn. If I don't, I could maybe fall off my seat. And then there's the braking. If passengers aren't holding on to a rail, well, it's down to the floor we go. Has DART ever been sued because a passenger fell to the floor from the hard braking of the conductor or driver? I think that certainly has happened. It happened to me one time, and I got a bruise, and it took me 4 or 5 weeks to get over it. Lastly, I'm from New York, and you can take a train from downtown to go to the suburbs all night and into the early morning. And this is great for economic development and for the revenue to the city. Of course, this must be a team effort. Dallas must make its downtown like Fort Worth, excuse me for that. And DART and the city must get together on this, particularly when it comes to security. DART and Dallas police must certainly be more vigilant if we're going to have passengers leaving 2 or 3 in the morning. And by the way, I think WFAA was doing a story, it may be on the news tonight, about how people feel about DART security. So I thank you very much. Appreciate you. Been here for a while. I miss coming here. Happen to be in the neighborhood. I thought I'd stop by and say hello. Happy Easter to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sheridan. And before you leave, Mr. Cox, Leroy Cox, if you could visit with Mr. Sheridan for us for a little bit. Okay, he'll listen to your concerns, sir. Thank you. Okay, the next item we have on the agenda is item number 4, which comes to the Administrative Committee. Dr. Christian.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Approval of the property damage claim authority did come through the Administrative Committee and the Committee of the Whole, and I move approval tonight.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposes? Okay, the motion passes unanimously. The next item on the agenda, actually items number 5, 6, 7, and 8 comes to the Revenue and Public Relations Committee. Mr. Stouffer.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Item number 6 is a contract award for customer information signage. Do you want me to take them individually or just read? Okay. Item number 7 is approval of a contract for mobile ticketing application services for DART's Comprehensive Fare Payment System, CFPS. Item number 8 is approval of a contract for Comprehensive Fare Payment System, CFPS, prepaid payment cards and retail network service. These have come through the Revenue Committee with unanimous approval, and I move their approval.
Okay, we have a motion for items 5, 6, 7, and 8, and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone objects, say no. Okay, the items pass unanimously. We're down now to item number 9, 10, and 11. They all came through the Budget and Finance Committee. Mr. Wageman.
Madam Chair, I'm pleased to make a motion for approval of item number 9, the annual disclosure statement for the period ending September 30, 2015.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for item number 9. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say no. Okay, the item passes unanimously. Number 10.
For 10, came through the Budget and Finance Committee, passed unanimously. It's a call for a public hearing and approval of submission of fiscal year 2016 FTA and FRA grant applications. I'm pleased to make a motion for approval. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and second for item number 10. Those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say no. Okay, that item passes unanimously also. Now item number 11.
Item 11 was also considered by the Budget and Finance Committee, was approved unanimously. It's approval of FTA supplemental agreements for the cities of Grand Prairie and Mesquite. Pleased to make a motion for approval.
Okay, we have a motion and second for item number 11. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say no. Okay, the item passes unanimously. That completes our business items for this evening. Are there any other public comments? Okay, no further public comments. Okay, it is now 6:43 p.m. and the meeting stands adjourned. Thank you.
Ms. William, hopefully your favorite videographer. We love comments. If you don't like the way Dart is handling things, lay it out for everyone to see. If you like or hate this video, tell us. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, tell us. We even love it when you call. Better yet, like or follow us on Facebook or subscribe to us on YouTube and get instant notices of all our videos.